have me.
Okay, 7 o'clock, second pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will call Ben Huck,
Here.
Dave Van Buren,
Here.
Jeff Corpenny.
Here.
Any guest speakers here tonight? Correspondence?
I did receive this letter. I wanted to take a minute to thank Jeff for calling the health department and making a formal complaint about the community dinners. The health inspector came out and informed us we were good. The meals are done by donation only. There is no food permit required for this event. There will be a trunk or treat October 30th from 5 to 7. We will be serving hot chocolate and hot dogs located in Brownsville parking lot and park. It's signed by a local resident that loves the community dinners and activities and the residents put on by Bowling Green Township.
You're thanking the wrong person.
Anything else?
There's some advertisement I got in the mail. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, any correspondence?
No.
Reports, safety. We're good on
I
it.
think we're in good shape, David's fixing one of them, bro.
On safety, I noticed some signs in the back, and then I saw one that's hung on the ODOT sign out there for no through trucks. Did we order that? Because it doesn't look like it was in the reflective that we agreed to purchase some signs in.
I didn't order any for trucks.
Me and Donnie went and got him, Jeffrey, the sheriff asked us to do it when the semis was going up there and getting stuck.
Because we had a resolution that they were to all be in reflective.
You mean you can't read that?
Alright, fire company, nothing.
I do have your checks tonight.
Zoning,
Yes, I gave you guys my report. We had one permit that was for a new build replacement home on 10213 on the hill. Also did one culvert report application, gave it to Danny at 11845 Mount Hope Road. No culvert was needed. I've also had a complaint from residents on 10119 Brownsville Road and 9906 Midland Oil Road about the weeds and the grass. The weeds are so tall and the weeds are blowing into their yards and they can't even maintain the weeds because it's a continuous flow. So they want to know if the township's going to do something about it. We do have a nuisance, but you would have to apply that. It's not under zoning.
give me the 2 addresses again.
That is 10119 Brownsville Road. That's located in Brownsville. 9906 Midland Oil, Thornville.
That one in Midland Oil probably went to the bank.
Just table it this time. move on from there. Do you have anything else under zoning?
Oh, we do have a junk car meeting, just so Mr. Corcoran knows. We do have our regular junk car meeting. It wasn't canceled last month or the month before, and we still have one coming.
Do you know the date?
I don't have my calendar on me. No, you got your calendar?
Second Tuesday.
Yep.
Second Tuesday would be, first Tuesday is 13th.
Yep.
Was a permit issued for 8944 Somerset for that addition on the front of the home?
Excuse me?
8944 Somerset? Did you do a permit for them?
8944 Somerset?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you right now, I'd have to go look through the records. I don't carry all my files on me. Are they building a barn?
It's an addition on the front of the house. I don't think it's a barn.
Okay.
I also have the amendment that needs to be voted on, and I'm not gonna do that under zoning, or I have it under unfinished business, however you wanna do it.
Do you?
It's up to you, you're the president.
Let's do it under zoning.
Yeah. So we have the proposed amendment that the zoning commission voted on, and we also have the required public hearing. Now it is up to the trustees to approve or deny or modify the zoning amendment that changes the requirement for road frontage of any lot that is greater than 20 acres. If you guys wanna,
Is the board going to allow final public comment if wanted or not?
Yeah, we have final comment, if anybody's got anything to say.
I'll make a motion that we go ahead and accept the proposed changes to the
No.
road frontage.
No, second.
I've got a request that it be read into the record exactly as 9.5 in the zoning will read.
Go ahead, read it.
Okay, this is 9.5. It's also adding 9.5A, which is a figure showing an illustration of this under Ag District lot area width and depth. Every is struck out. Each lot between 5 acres and 20 acres shall have a minimum contiguous lot area of not less than 5 acres and a contiguous lot width of not less than 250 feet throughout the lot. Lot area is exclusive of right-of-way and shall be in addition to an easement of record. This is all new on this part. For any lot that is 20.001 acres or greater in lot area, the minimum lot width shall be 60 feet along the public road and minimum of 250 feet at the rearmost lot line of the frontage lot. Said lot width shall be maintained throughout the lot from the rearmost line lot of the frontage lot to the rear lot line of the 20.001 acres or greater lot. See figure 9.5A. No lot within the Ag District shall be less than 5.000 acres in lot area and 250 foot of lot width throughout the lot, with the exception of lots over 20.000 acres, which may have a minimum of 60 feet lot width at the public road as noted above.
Okay. One final public comment question. Anybody have any questions, comments?
If you're gonna have 250-foot frontage, where you gonna get your 60-foot from? You're cutting down on your frontage, and your back lot's not gonna be that big either. You're gonna have to add 60 foot to your 250.
what they're saying.
Why is it 60 foot?
They're taking if it's over 20 acres. They're gonna allow a 60-foot road frontage instead of 250 feet. So you can have, essentially you can have a flag lot is what you're gonna have. You're gonna have 60 foot at the road, it's gonna go back, and then it's gonna open up behind other property. Understand? But the back width can't be any less than 250
250
feet.
foot.
Right. Right.
So what if it goes off this way?
Well, that's fine, as long as there's 250 feet along the back. They just, I think what it's, in my opinion, what it's stating is they don't want a 60-foot piece of property all the way back.
Well, that's what you're getting.
No, because you have a flag lot, you're having an access at 60 feet, and then you're going back and then opening up.
Yeah, but why is it 60 feet?
That's what they,
60, actually, 40's not 60 feet.
sure, that's what they proposed.
That's ridiculous. 20 foot.
Who proposed that? For their splitting of lots, I'm guessing?
No,
Yeah, now let's put it this way. The guy that voted on this and brought it up is a realtor. He's the one that's gonna make out on this. He should have never voted on it.
He is not the one that brought it up.
He should have never voted on it, period.
No,
Facts, right?
I've,
Get the facts straight. He is a realtor.
He is not the one that brought it to the board.
He still voted on it. It's illegal.
There were
There's a
four
party.
other, there were
It's
also,
still illegal.
there were also four other people that voted.
It
Even
still
if you took
passed.
his vote out, it still would have passed.
He's the one that's gonna make out.
Those-
Why is 60 foot? That's,
can I answer that?
that's a road. That's bigger than most roads.
well, let me ask this question. We held a public hearing and you weren't here to voice your opinion.
Is it advertised?
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't see it advertised.
Absolutely.
The 60 feet is
That's
Licking
ridiculous.
County standards.
No,
That's not Bowling Green Township.
no, you're not Licking County.
This is all
standard.
set up by Licking County Planning.
Show me,
You should have been to the meetings.
show me.
I know it is.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
That's where we got it from.
You're
It is.
screwing yourself.
Looking into us, 60 feet.
Do a roll call.
Hang on a minute, we're having a discussion here.
60 feet,
I'll
250 feet.
All this excitement.
In regards to this being beneficial, I've been paying attention to the hearings, also at the planning commission. Even though the first time around wasn't done legally, second time around was. I attended that one as well. But I've talked to actual people that own properties because they weren't at the hearing. Those are the people that it's gonna affect the most. And I talked to people that have actually tried to do things in the past and couldn't because of zoning. And the history is not gonna help those people because you can't invent road frontage that isn't there. One real example, the man has 250 foot of road frontage. He's got 20 plus some acres. If he wants to use his property in the back, he can't sell off the back because it requires him selling 60 foot, which he doesn't have to sell.
That's right.
So because of that, it just doesn't work. It's not practical, there's no common
It
sense
is
to it.
practical.
Excuse me, public
It's,
comment.
it's public comment
No, it
time,
is not.
we're discussing it. You
It-
just said
it is not.
that it's beneficial to a certain individual, your very first statement. Yes, it is, it's
We-
comment time.
No, it's not. The
Yes,
board-
it
the
is,
board
it's comment time.
It's not very much.
The board is
Like
having
his
their,
garbage mouth.
the board is having their discussion. Now, if you want to open it back up to her,
If you
go
like to
ahead.
keep talking, go ahead.
And
Now
I wanna
we're moving
record
forward.
this, because I wanna put this on my own site. Since he alters everything.
If you're done disturbing us here,
Mr.
I'll
Corpen, if
move
you'd like to
forward.
continue, please
I
continue.
would like to
No, we're
continue.
gonna move on.
I'd like to amend the motion on the table to put the word not in front of shall and before, after shall and before be. It would read, lot area is exclusive of right of way and shall not be in addition to any easements of record.
This came straight from planning commission. I mean,
Thank
this is
you.
what they recommended.
By doing that, it would allow that farmer to utilize his back property however he sees fit, allowing with an easement to be on the record.
Still have to have the 250 feet. If you don't have the 250 feet, you don't get to do it. If you have under the 20, you have to have the 250. If you have over and you don't have enough road frontage, sorry, you should have bought more property.
You understand the motion, the amendment I'm proposing? It needs a second to go forward or not.
I don't need you to go forward with that, they know we're right.
This is straight from the staff report from Licking County Planning Commission. I mean, that's where this came from, and that's what the zoning commission voted on.
You're looking at it wrong. Just because the planning commission okayed it, don't mean you have to do anything on it.
Agreed.
Okay, all right.
Um, So explain that to me again, how's that gonna benefit some people, not benefit some people? So if a man had two
If
hundred
you want
fifty
to
foot road
have
frontage.
discussion, second the motion.
No, I'm asking you, we're having a discussion right now.
Do it, right?
So if somebody had two hundred
This is
fifty
it.
foot road frontage,
That
we're
was
still
second.
having a board discussion, right? That's what we were just doing, you wanted your
Yeah,
time
we
to talk,
can't-
we'll make it mine.
We can't have discussion on the,
So, if somebody had a piece of
are you
property,
gonna second the amendment motion?
so if somebody had a piece of property and had 250
So
feet,
protocol doesn't matter to you.
are you gonna answer me or not?
Just second the motion, we have to have a discussion on the
What's
proposed
the
amendment
timeframe on
motion.
Barb to?
Jenny, time frame.
I believe you were running out of time.
Right, that's why you forwarded to this one, because nobody showed up to the last one, you were gonna vote on it and go. If you're not gonna vote on it, then we start all over again, it's all up to you.
I don't agree
And
with
Jeff
this.
knows
Let's
this.
see,
I don't agree with the
Time.
assessment from
That's
the
just doing away
audience.
with farm
We
ground.
had a hearing,
The 60 feet's up in farm
And
ground, right?
said we would help you do it.
And you never brought this up at the
Because
hearings.
they're gonna be able to access behind.
The public hearings, you never brought it up.
You realize,
This is the fourth
I don't have
one.
issues with you videotaping, but you really should be in the designated area if you're
Now.
gonna do it.
I don't have to. You don't have to, I don't have to.
Yes, I do. I
No, you
follow-
don't. I got proof.
Or that starts all over.
Suggest that the board concentrate on the business here. If you want to second the motion for discussion, I'll read it again, what I'd like to do. I'd like to add the word, I move to add the word not after shall and before be. Lot area is exclusive of right of way and shall not be in addition to an easement of record.
There's no reason to, if you go 60 feet for 20 acres or more.
What do you say?
They have to have frontage, Dan. If they don't have frontage, they
60
can't invent it.
60 feet is enough for 20 acres behind it.
Yeah, well, if the man has 250 feet of his own frontage and no other frontage, how is he gonna,
He doesn't get to.
Well, if you got 250 feet of frontage, why are you complaining about 60 feet if you got 250 feet of frontage?
because you wanna sell off the back to you, so you can utilize your own property. You might wanna build your relative a home on the back 20 acres.
So why don't you just split it in half?
Why you
You can't split it in half because there's only 250 foot of frontage to start
Why
with.
can't you
You're
split
adding
it?
60 foot, you need 310 feet at the beginning of the back property.
That thing dealt with Steve, what did he do?
It's
Apply
not
for
over-
variance.
If a guy's got 100 acres back there and he's got 250 feet of road frontage, why can't he split that right down and split it?
If he's got his home on that front with the 250 foot of frontage with his 5 acres in the front, he's got nowhere to sell, nothing he can do without having an easement to go, to share access to his, what he wants to do, farm or sell it or whatever he wants to do.
No matter what you do, somebody's not.
What do they
gonna
think
like
I
it.
got?
But this isn't accomplishing anything except maybe for the land developer or the
No.
land flipper.
The county's dealt with this in umpteen townships, and that's what they think's the best way to do it.
I don't agree with that statement.
They don't live there.
We got several different layouts of this, and they all were still 60 feet. They all came from the county.
These Band-Aid changes don't, you're gonna create new problems instead of fixing things that could be real issues to real
I don't know if I consider it a Band-Aid change. When we went through the process, it was brought to the board, they went through their steps, we held a public hearing. If anybody had any questions or comments, they should have been here.
Including you. You
Yeah.
should have brought this up before.
Should have been brought up when it first started.
I have been here.
So
That's
why
why
Did you
I
say anything
Brought it
before?
up.
It's called a hearing. My job isn't primarily to talk, my job is to listen and learn and find out what people want.
Okay, you can also talk.
Sure.
You're a resident.
This is our board discussion now, this is the appropriate time for our board to be talking.
I thought that was at the
See,
last
there's nothing
public
wrong with
hearing, and you guys were being considerate and forwarding it just so the public, not for the board.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, that's what your last hearing was.
yeah.
And you said you were gonna forward it for the public. So Jeff should have known about this prior to. He's just stalling your process.
Your summary on this is totally inaccurate.
Prove
And to
it.
suggest that
Prove
I'm not
it.
informed on this.
You were
is
here at
completely
the last
false.
public hearing.
Why are
You
you,
didn't say
Why
nothing
are
at the
you
last
not-
meeting, Jeff.
so? It was a hearing. It was a public hearing put on by the board to hear from
Because
the
they
public.
voted on it now and they don't want it.
You got land, why didn't you say something after me?
I don't have a personal stake with my land.
He said
Mine
somebody
has
does,
nothing
but
to
he
do
never
with
gave
it.
any
Let's leave our
names.
deal for some.
Well,
Deal with Gary was talking about.
We have that exact problem. My daughter can't come back there. We've got 40, 50 acres back here. We don't have enough road frontage left from the house trailers out there, so she can't. We can't get out the back because it belongs to Sword.
Well, no one seconded that motion, so I'm gonna try another amendment to the motion. I move that the minimum of 60 feet be changed, struck out to a minimum of 20 feet.
You can't even put a
Cannot be
culvert in
done.
20 feet.
The 60 feet is via planning.
I'm gonna suggest that
That is
instead of
Licking
having this
County.
continuous
You can't put
chaos,
a culvert in and fit 20 feet, Jeff.
that we need to move, well, if you don't like 20, 60 is too much. It doesn't.
That's Licking County's rules.
Where were you at all the meetings, Jeff?
I've had all the meetings for
I think
Mr.
people
West.
That's
So,
right, never said
this is
it.
the appropriate time to do so.
No, the appropriate time is a public hearing, you're a resident.
I'm not speaking as a resident, I'm speaking as an elected trustee
could
right now.
have.
You
Sure.
extended this for the
So?
residents, not the elected officials.
What's your point?
You tell me what the point is. You're not supposed to be doing this. You should have done this at the last meeting. You did not.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah,
At the last
You can either
meeting,
vote
we
or not.
agreed to vote and discuss it. and
you
support this
agreed to
meeting.
bring it forward to the people, the public, because there wasn't anyone there. You at the table.
I'll make a motion to vote then.
I'm happy with that. We went through the steps, we had our hearing and all that stuff. Motion's already on the table.
Ben made a motion to accept, Dan seconded the motion, roll call.
Yeah.
Ben,
Yes.
Dan said yes, Jeff,
No.
Thank you to those people again that sat on that board and took the effort and time to go through all those steps. Kelly, under zoning. One other thing I had under zoning real quick was, we've talked about it for numerous months, it was about the property located on Lower Hill Road, which is the West's property. And we made a motion, I'm not sure if it was last month or the month before, to let the prosecutor go ahead and move forward with charges for having a junkyard on the property. I had driven by the West property several times, and I also spoke with Mr. West, and my feelings on it are that he has made a very good attempt to clean it up. So I'd like to make a motion that we ask the prosecutor to not move forward with any more action on that case right now.
That's present.
The present case, yes.
But if the activity starts flourishing again, we can bring it back up.
Correct, but this time I'd like for the prosecutor's office to not move forward with anything, any charges on it.
And yeah, you make a motion on
I made a motion.
that. Second.
Okay, under discussion on that, I haven't heard anything on this until now. Did you talk with Amy at the prosecutors?
Where it been?
You sent it to the prosecutors. That was the last the board, or there was anything moved on it.
Right.
Did Amy do anything
I
since
have no
then?
idea.
So you had to communicate with Amy.
At the last meeting, they voted to request the assistant prosecutor to proceed with
Was it
violation.
the last meeting or 2 meetings ago?
No, it was the last meeting,
Okay.
August 25th, and you
And there's
voted
been-
no.
Yes, that's
You were
correct.
there.
That's correct. I'm asking if there's been any updates from the prosecutor. Were they even notified that you were?
I have no idea how far she's taken it, how far she's went into it. My motion was to stop it right now and not move forward unless it picks up again.
All right, so there was a motion and a second. Roll call, Ben,
Yes.
Dan,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yes.
Okay. Unfinished business.
we don't really need to do anything about the tire grant. I just left it on there to remind us that it's coming. It's
October 24th.
October 24th.
We're gonna have tire collection day. Be here, Township Building, between here and Community Building, Park up front, somewhere in this area right here, October 24th. Do you know time on that?
I don't.
We'll have it on the sign out front, and
I'll also put it on the website as soon as we know.
it gets closer, sign up. October 24th. We'll also need some volunteers. I'm pretty sure of that, so if anybody'd like to volunteer, come in and help that day. Should be pretty cut and dry, just need some extra hands to do some things. So. Alright, road grant.
What time did you say?
We don't
You
know
don't
yet.
know, okay.
I'll post it on the website as soon as I know.
And again, there'll be a small charge for tires to drop them off, it won't be free, but it'll be a very minimal charge.
The road grant, we decided on applying for the alleys in Brownsville and Cooper Road. We did get an estimate back from the engineer. It's $192,083.65. I forgot to figure out. We need to decide how much we want to do as our contribution. You can do, the maximum would be 26%.
That one's out too.
No, I had it, we didn't figure it out.
When was the discussion on this?
We've been having a discussion on this.
It just kind of been tossed around, it's due what, the second, the third?
Let's do Friday.
Yeah, Good Friday.
Because the board didn't discuss this.
I went in and talked to in the engineer's office and got some.
Do you have copies of that for everybody?
I
Because the
don't.
board didn't pass a motion to do this.
A motion to do what?
To apply for this, to have the
We
engineer do
haven't.
this.
Finalized it
Could I
yet.
see what it is?
Yeah, you can see it here, just in a second, relax.
I put some stuff in the cup. I said, how you doing, man?
Like our own problem. He's gonna have
I was gonna say, heck, I can hear this doing it. Like that's why
Where you at now?
I did that. I thought you were gonna-
Do you have any other information on this besides what's in his hand?
It's the, no, I mean, that's the engineer's estimate, and then we need to go over the 5-year plan on the roads.
So you and Dan made this decision, you were gonna do this somewhere outside of the meeting?
No, Jeff, we did not have a meeting outside the
Told
meeting.
I'd like to do these roads.
We haven't finalized anything, you have any input, you're more than welcome.
Well, I'd like to know what you got there, that's what I'm trying to get at here.
Now, you're making a comment that they have meetings.
You're saying this deadline is Friday now.
Telling you it is Friday, not now, it is Friday.
right here. Friday by 4:30, October 2nd.
See, this has been laying here. Yeah, just, didn't just show up.
Been there a long time.
I'm getting $49,921. If that's
Approximately,
the,
say 50,000.
yeah, and that would be the maximum points if we go with that,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, that would be okay on.
Yeah. And we would also need to pass a resolution authorizing someone to submit the application.
So, yeah.
Did you get this? We're going over this too.
It's for issue 2, right? Yes.
Hmm.
Issue 2.
Yeah.
Let's see, we won't know if we even get it till July.
January or February,
Okay, yeah.
but then we won't be able to do it until July. I think is the time frame.
I've had time to look at it. I'll make a motion that we go ahead and apply for issue 2 for all the alleys in Brownsville and Cooper Rider Road. And apply the maximum 26% cost share to achieve the most points that we can get on the application.
I'll second it.
On this length here, is this 1.83 miles the total for all of Cooper Rider Road and Brownsville? Alex? It's not broken down here.
Whatever engineer figured it out.
We have a motion and a
It
second.
says length 1.83 miles, variable surface width. All alleys and streets in Brownsville, Cooper Rider Road. Doesn't have a breakdown of the mileage or the listing of the actual alleys.
Because it says the alleys in Brownsville, correct?
Yep, that means every one of them.
All right. What about Cooper Rider Road? It just says Cooper Rider Road. Is that the entire road?
That's the entire road.
From the beginning all the way to
The
the
end to the cul-de-sac and to the cul-de-sac.
2-inch, this is 2-inch average, 441 asphalt on all of Brownsville and Cooper Rider?
Yep. So I would told him I wanted to put it on 2-inch. If you can put it down, that's right.
Are you sure this mileage is correct for all of Cooper Rider and the alleys?
I'm not sure if the engineers figured that all out.
Do you have a list of the road mileage and the alleys mileage?
I do not have that with me now. I would say the engineer knows the mileage of the roads.
Don't want to get into this, then we get the grant and then we find out that it's not enough to do all of Cooper Rider Road or all of the alleys. There's no breakdown of there's no detail on any of the alleys. And then this is the 5-year plan, so probably a requirement to update this to pull it. Is that right?
I made a motion to go ahead and,
Yes, and Dan seconded the motion, roll call.
Is that correct?
yes,
Dan,
Yeah,
Jeff,
Shouldn't we update this plan prior to voting on that?
no,
Why?
because we're doing one thing at a time. Would you like to vote or not?
I'll abstain.
that's sad to the trustee.
It's pretty sad that you don't include me with this
You
information.
said you could keep Dogwood from getting done, now you're trying to keep the rest of the township. Then why don't you just go home and shut up?
We're gonna apply.
Why don't you just run your yap?
Hey,
You're just a dumb.
You're not even talking sense.
You're not even a dumb.
we need this.
This,
We also need to name a person. You need to authorize someone to prepare and submit an application.
make a motion that we allow Jenny Duvall to prepare to submit an application. Do that, right?
I'd like to have an opportunity to review that paperwork when you do prepare it.
Roll call, Ben,
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah,
Jeff.
Abstain.
Bring it to our next meeting.
Again, I'd like a copy of that paperwork when you have created it.
Okay. So this is not up to date because we've done Somerset and Dogwood. So you could take that off. I didn't know if you wanted to just move everything up or put like Brownville alleys at the top.
Is that the one you're gonna submit, or you're gonna submit an updated one with the paperwork?
I think I'll update it first.
Is that funny?
You are. Yeah.
so you do brown.
Those get your red hat and match that shirt with Tina Wisher for.
So what are you asking? Move the Brown Valley up with. Right over, no? So we're at 15, so this is what we were planning on doing, was keep planning more, right? Right.
But what? No, we didn't do that.
Another copy of that?
I gave you a copy.
I don't see it.
The only time you see him is between the election.
I don't have another copy, Jeff. I gave you a copy.
Here, you can have this one, Jeff. I'll
Why
just,
don't you just tell me what you want to do with it?
now I'll just, look on Jenny's. We're
That's
already,
great. What do you want to do?
we want to get something done.
And that would be what?
So what this is actually gonna be is,
Move the alleys and stuff.
well, these will be, this will be 2015 or 16. This is 17, 18, 19, 20. And this would be 15 and 14. Which 14 was when we did the,
Did a bunch of spot patching.
we did the Somerset and Dogwood.
It's 2000, is this accurate date on here last time we submitted?
Yes.
It was in the 13 we did.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be done annually, and it says 2012 on here.
Yes.
It was in the 13 we did Somerset.
Is this the wrong one?
No. This was, it was for project year 2013,
That's when we did Somerset.
and then we did Somerset Road and Dogwood Lake, we submitted it in October 2012. And that was what the grant was for, $112,925.
So October of 12 was the last time this was done. This is
So then we
that.
did it 13. So,
We did the project in 2013.
Well, there was also some other things done in 13 besides,
We did some spot patching.
I don't know what you did out there at Warriors Road, but there was stuff done there.
We did some spot patching.
And that was in 13.
Yep, and we did some spot patching on,
Actually,
On the hills.
if you get involved, we actually had the county come in and participate with helping us because they had detour traffic on that road.
Warriors Road doesn't even show up on here, does it?
You probably don't even know where it's at.
So we need to have Warriors Road included in this plan.
Was that last year, 2014, when we did lawyers? And stuff?
the county put asphalt down, patched it on 214.
Or was that the same year we did Somerset and Dogwood?
Same year,
2013.
same year we done Dogwood and
Okay.
It's 13,
we had Dogwood and Somerset.
October of 2013.
That's last year.
See, I don't think they did it on the same year.
That road was done last year.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, that'd be 14.
14.
Yeah,
It's not 13.
I know. The county did 14, we did
Right,
13.
Right.
We patched it then, had it in good shape, and then
It got busted up.
it got busted up in the county.
Right.
It's waiting at the bottom.
You're saying the county did it in 14?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Well, where are we gonna put them in plan?
In 2014 year.
No, I'm talking about the
Completed.
future, we're far from being in good shape.
Put them on there, let's see.
Say the sooner the better, because it's never really got the attention it needs.
I'm just thinking like the lowest cost, like we put in Coop Lane and Mulberry, Coop Lane's kind of close to it,
yeah.
and it's the lowest cost on here. So then we add them with that.
Let's see, we done Mulberry, we chip and sealed that, and that's been,
I also don't see Guthridge on here. Oh, there it is. It's down towards the bottom. Got that for 2016.
We can only change it,
yeah,
so let's put it on there, want to add the Coop Lane and Mulberry,
yeah,
the lawyers on there.
yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine.
We've got that listed out for 2015. And that's gonna change to what year? Coop Lane, Mulberry.
Coop Lane's good.
You put new years, which one did you put on that one? Where it says,
Looks like 2000. No, we're gonna move Somerset and Dogwood down, since we just did those.
Yeah,
Would this make more sense? Since these are split up, Brown Valleys and Cooper are two different years. Why don't we wait and see if we get that grant? And then we can change it. We can change all this around and if we get that grant.
yeah,
Yeah, for this grant, Browns Valleys
It's two
and
different
Cooper are gonna
categories.
be together.
Yeah.
Because they need to put those together.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
which that would be under 2016.
well, if you're applying for this grant, you probably should have Brownsville alleys listed for this year.
For project year 2016.
Correct. It says 17 on here.
Let's switch Cooper Rider with Open Woods.
Okay,
Then you'd have Brownsville Alleys, Cooper Rider, and Carmel Court together.
Yeah, but then we would have to put it on this application.
What?
We're applying this year for Brownsville Alleys and
That's fine.
Cooper Rider.
That's fine.
We would have to put, if you're putting them together, we'd have to put Carmel Court on this application as part of that.
That would-
Actually, wouldn't have to, I
I
can
think
do
so.
separately.
Yeah, we're not applying for it.
Oh, okay.
This-
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Assume this is also due Friday.
yeah. All this got to be in Friday too. isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we move Cooper Rider, switch it with Open Woods, then you'd have Brownsville, Cooper Rider, Carmel Court, flip that to 16, project year 16, and then just go.
But, Dogwood and Somerset on, what, 20? What is Lone Oaks on there?
Mm-mm.
How is that taken off?
And then Woods is on there twice.
Um,
that's because we projected to do it in 15, and then we projected to do it again in 20. That's why everything else was on it twice, I guess.
I think we ought to just put, Somerset and Dogwood on 20.
Okay.
Then should we put Lone Oaks and,
The main thing is to have the alleys incorporated on the plan coming out in 16, so it's appropriate for the grant we're applying for.
we should have, should we do Mountain Hope and, put Mountain Hope and Lawyers together?
Right now we have Cherry Hill, Rankin, Mountain Hope, and Overwoods together,
Oh, okay.
and Max. And Max,
Okay, if we put them on. On 17,
we're good with that.
Are you gonna list those separately, like Somerset and Dogwood is listed here last time? OPWC with part of the money and the other part local.
Yes, sir.
So how's that gonna read for this grant?
How's what going to read for that?
What's the amount of money for,
For the local share, it's going to
OPWC.
be $49,929.
49.9?
What did you put for 17 share? All
It's
of
at the
those?
top, and then Cherry Hill, Rankin, Mountain Hope, Max, and Overwoods.
And what's under local?
I told you what was under local.
Okay, then what's the other one, OPWC?
Go ahead.
It'd be whatever. The total estimate is $192,038. Take the 49 away from that, and that's what the PWC would be.
So then, 18, we still have Coop Rider, Bryson, Snedden, Drift, Coop Lane, Mulberry Lawyers, Bowser, Guttridge, Oakland Woods, and Carmel Court left.
18, 19.
Well, I take Coop Rider off there, we got that. So we do Bryson, Snedden, Drift,
How about Bowser?
so we're on there. Oh yeah, it's with Guttridge.
Okay.
So 18, you wanna do Bryson, Snedden, Drift, and Bowser?
Yeah, might as well. We still got,
Well, no,
Rankin, we still got Rankin and,
Rankin's on with Cherry Hill.
okay.
That's all right. Where did you put Lone Oak?
Right on there. Let's see, we,
See, another one might have been on 19.
Which one do you need?
we do Lone Oak, Carmel Court.
Yeah. And, we got Guttridge too.
Lone Oak, Carmel Court, or the Guttridge.
Yeah, might as well put Guttridge in there. That take care of all of them.
In the past, we've had a special road meeting to do this. Since you have to do it by Friday, it doesn't make sense, but maybe we can, have our road meeting or have it on the agenda so we can be thorough on it after you've applied for it. Because it's supposed to be done annually, I believe.
6.
Do you know when they announced
We
it?
still got one more road down here, I just passed.
Yeah, that's not on here either, is it?
Oh, just passed. I don't know, no. Financial name's not on there. And,
Sand Hollow.
Sand Holler.
That was probably never put back on after it was paid. Sand Hollow was done, I believe it was
Can we
09.
make it, can we just say, projected plans 2016 are to do Brownsville, Hoop Rider, and Carmichael. And then leave all this other stuff the same and just switch, run the years out, 17, 18, 19. And then we can have a road maintenance side.
Where are you gonna put the missing roads that are on this one?
That's when we have road vehicle side on that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Why don't we do it next month's meeting? Give everybody a month to look it over.
Will that work?
I'm not
This-
talking about for Friday, I'm talking about after that, to be
We're
able to
still
actually
trying
get
to finish this up for now.
So we just switch open ones with Hoop Rider for 16. And then start back up here and do 17, 18, 19. One.
For 16, you have Bowser, Beckridge.
These are just our projected plans. Most of the
Yeah.
time, we have
But
to switch
16
around because the
Yeah, we
roads.
gotta do what needs to.
16 needs to reflect the grant you're applying for.
Absolutely, we understand that, yeah.
Okay, can we move forward then?
So do that, we're on there for 16, Browns Valley, there was, yeah, Browns Valley, Hoop Rider, Carmichael. Okay. And then just start back at the top up here. That'd be for 16, and then you can do Cherry Hill, Lincoln, 17. Cause this just needs to be your report to go in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then we can switch them later, if we make changes to them.
Because we have to work on the roads that needs to work on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That work?
Yep.
Okay.
I have,
You have that password, should you just send that in?
yes.
About for you to, we made a motion, I know we made a motion, you do roll call and turn the paperwork.
We did roll call.
Is that paperwork needs signed, or project manager signed or not?
I just need this, resolution signed for, that's the authorizing me to turn in the application.
In the past, it required a project manager, does it this time?
Yes. Who would like to be project manager?
Hey,
Is that a motion?
Yeah,
What was your motion then?
make a motion that we make Jeff project manager. Part of the project manager's duties is to be out there every second those guys are doing the, run the roads.
Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Yeah, under discussion on that, the last time I was made project manager, you decided that you were going to move forward with this without contacting me. You went and got with Smalls, you went out there, did the project. And then after it was done, because the project manager is responsible to know all the materials and see what happens, I had to move a motion for you to be the project manager because I couldn't verify what materials and things had been done.
How do you know Mr. Van Buren didn't make an attempt to contact you and you just didn't answer?
You was just out there with your camera videoing.
Just more of the same, Dan.
No, serious, I'm asking a serious question.
It's just not honesty, Dan.
So we have a motion for Jeff to be project manager. Ben made the motion and seconded by Van Buren.
That's
Roll
right.
call.
And why are you going to roll call? It hasn't been, are you gonna do the same thing to me again, Dan?
Once you get involved and do it. Somebody has to take over when someone don't.
I've got nothing further to say on it.
Roll call, Ben.
No.
No. Dan.
No.
Jeff.
Abstain.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we put Van Buren in charge of project manager.
There you go. Waste time, what are you talking about?
Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Roll call. Dan.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yes.
Jeff.
I'll abstain, do the unethical behavior.
Okay, so we also need a chief executive officer, the person authorized to, in legislation, to sign project agreements.
Make a motion that we allow Jenny Duvall to
I
be.
think it has to be a trustee. It probably ought to be the
Okay.
president.
Well, I'll make a motion, guys.
I make a motion, Ben,
To be the chief executive
be
officer.
the chief executive officer.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call. Dan.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yes.
Jeff.
No.
Does a hat and shirt come with that title?
Yes.
Yeah.
We also need a chief financial officer.
What's their duties?
Financial.
Maybe, yeah.
Cannot also serve as chief executive officer. That is the only notation they have on it.
Oh, no.
Okay, I make a motion that Jenny.
Is there a second to the motion?
A second.
Roll call. Dan.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yes.
Jeff.
No.
This is kind of like the Lowe's grant where we lost out on $100,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that is all I have on your grant. I do have another resolution that we need to pass. It's a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor. I sent this to Ben and Jeff to review before the meeting.
I got it today about 3:30, so I did not get a chance to see it and read it. Is it the same as last year?
Our taxes
Same
will be
verbiage?
going up approximately $7,000. Other than that, and nothing is changing. And these are determined by the county auditor. We just need to,
What's gonna be going up $7,000?
what we will receive,
Towards what, like what fund?
the tax,
Say on there.
actually, I have them all. General will be going up approximately 3,000. Road and bridge will be going up about 4,000, so that'll be the 7,000.
We just need to make a motion to accept it.
Yes,
I make a motion to accept.
Can I see it, please?
I sent it to you, Jeff. And I sent it to you probably Friday or Thursday.
Is this the same as last year's, verbiage wise?
Yes. And it was sent to me by the county.
What's it do?
October 1st. Did you second it? Yeah.
I couldn't find that.
Did you wanna read it, Dan?
I'm all right.
I'll second the motion.
Are we ready for a roll call vote?
No.
Discussion on.
Dan,
Yeah,
Ben,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
I'm done. I'm done.
You have no new business?
I don't have
I don't have any business.
New business, Jeff?
Nope.
One thing I have under new business is we are missing a piece of equipment that belongs to the township. It is a chainsaw that cost about $300. There are 6 people that have a key to this building, and the chainsaw seems to have disappeared. So, no ifs, ands, or buts, I want it returned. So I'd like to see the chainsaw wherever it is. I don't care how it gets back here. I want it back here.
Which one is it and when did it disappear?
It's the small chainsaw. And
Steel?
Yep.
Yes. And it was found missing about a week ago. I don't care who has it, what you're doing with it, whoever has it, bring it back. That's all I have on new business. Move on to public comment. No public comment? Making it easy tonight?
I'll make a motion to pay bills.
Is there a second? Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was coughing. And, for those of you out
I
there
got 10, I don't need it.
looking at the checks on the back, there are 2 that I misprinted. The one for Meyer Design and the one for Dutra Ford. They don't really exist. They've been voided.
Are you gonna have a payment on those two?
I'll make out the checks and get them to Dan and Ben to have them sign them.
Can't leave it down here. Of course, I'll sign it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, Jeff. Stuff disappears.
You could call me. I'd like to see that check. First check, Hopewell Township Trustees, $13,207, check 4706. Fire contract payment. Are there 3 of these on here? Did Licking already get theirs? Those are not- Okay, it's all capitalized, I see. Next check is Southeastern Equipment Company, 4702, $171.76. Light and Hardware. Check 4707, Auditor of State, $1,276.50. UAN fees for recorder and audit
To do
fees.
things a little bit different too, but he don't. The one that's right beside us. Yeah, he's the one that caused all the trouble. I don't know what she's done. I don't know. One
MNCO advertising, $74.80.
I gotta do a little self.
Check 4708.
There's Kim. Oh, Mies.
4705, $83.25. Barks the League, mileage phone reimbursement.
They're all going to,
Jenny, on last
I
month's,
had some,
I reviewed that, and you have some kind of fuzzy math on her time sheet, you overpaid her, so you might wanna check that.
and they're still just as tame as
And when you get that straightened out, I'll look at this month.
Silver. What's your number?
4696, Barks the League, second check, 338.71. 4695, Benjamin C. Huff, 622.63. Jack Richards, head is 565.71, got a time sheet, check 4694. Jenny Duvall, 4693, 893.14. Jeffrey Corpen, 4692, 623.25. 4703, Ohio Public Entity Consortium, 4,653.49. OPEC funding, medical, dental, life, admin fee. Can you make me a copy of this, Jen? Of this here? The invoice and the schedules.
You don't really tell anything from them. They won't.
Because I want to review the detail on it.
Send to you as they are to me.
Check 4701, Goss Supply, $115.14. Safety glasses, gloves,
6 weeks.
and no through
You
trucks.
can train them to be that minority to me. If you can, most of my adult ones, most of them, not all of them, but most of them. But the realty taxes, they won't.
What's the reason you didn't order these signs so they could have been in the proper reflective?
Nobody told me about it, I didn't know anything about it till I got the bill.
Because the board didn't discuss it or anything, it just signs showed up and then they were on the road.
Don't talk to me about it, I don't know anything about it, talk to the workers.
You cut the check, you got the invoice.
Yeah, that's all I know about it.
4700, National Trail Fire Department, $13,207 for the fire contract 2015.
I know.
You want to know why Jenny didn't know anything about it? She's supposed to know everything when he does it.
Check 4699, Looking Township Trustees,
Put it in
$13,207.
a nutshell.
Sheriff wanted them up there.
This one?
I think you should get a new door put on there, because he comes down and fools around, he goes home, that door is shut.
And the last one is Don Watkins, we've got a time sheet 67502, check 4698.
You wanna take that?
You two of them. They gotta make it, so, you see, they go like, 1, 2, 3, 4th generation. And we take that name. Yeah, the silver's not changed colors.
Where's Don Watkins' time sheet? Let me make sure I got a copy of this one. This is last month's here.
They were raised for fur. And we did that.
Well, check
They
this
came
out.
from, yeah,
Do you have one for this
I
month?
gave it to you, Jeff.
these.
The one I had was last month.
I saw the first, didn't trust him, because I didn't raise him.
Okay, I guess.
And see,
I don't
these
know.
are all pure silver. This one, this, pure silver. 20 each time.